Hello and welcome to another Draisine 160 video. It's been a while since I've done an update, so apologies for that. It's just been quite busy with various other things going on. But today I wanted to give a layout update as to what I've been doing in that time since I've last done a video, which I think was at the start of the year, so it's been quite some time. So I think it's worth noting that there's been massive progress on the rural side of the layout. There has been a hill basically finished, as well as the river. A small town has been created, which was starting to sort of form, I think, in some of the last videos, but had a lot of work still to do. There's two sections of river now. The second section's now been fully completed, with just the side, the riverbanks and the sort of the things alongside it that need to be installed now. There are a few other developments that need to be noted. I've actually decided to rationalise the track layouts on the network. So I've decided to make the branch line the lines that served a métier just to be a single track, single line going through there, as opposed to a double track line and then branching off into two single track lines. This just basically meant things were a bit simpler, and I'm starting to realise that with such a large layout, things do need to be as simple as they can be. As you can see, there are also some progress made in some new construction techniques. I've decided to use the laser cutting to create my own bespoke buildings. And then I've covered these with Regitex. This has worked absolutely brilliantly. As you can see, some of the buildings here, they still need to have their roofs installed, but I've just wanted to get them down so they can look, so I can understand the dimensions and they can look pretty in the corner of the layouts. You'll also notice here, further to what I've said earlier, the branch line has now been lifted, and it's a single track line, but the branch line, as you probably see here, that branched off towards this sort of Gare Bois, has now been lifted as well. There were just too many issues with the height of that line and the tracks running underneath for the main line, so I took the reluctant decision to lift it, which was a bit sad, but unfortunately I've got to make sure that it runs reliably. You can see here I'm also making a hill as well, which is in progress. There'll be some plaster added to that soon, and then it will link into another actually it's a new feature, which is the single track which used to lead alongside the other single track, where you're forming the double track to a métier, is now actually leading to a new siding. There's a fan of sidings here, which is where I will be keeping wagons and things, which was I think just something I realised that I need to get more storage for rolling stock. Moving over to the Limoges side of the layouts, there's some more laser cut buildings. This is the building, it's the Capitol building, or Le Capitole building, which is named after the train which ran through Limoges in the sort of 60s and 70s. This is something I decided to have a go at designing myself in laser cutting. It's the first example of it. It's very sort of imposing, the building in real life. It's not the most architecturally significant, but it's certainly quite unique, so I wanted to make sure that it was there in some form on this layout. So I've just spray painted it white. It needs to be given better colours, but that shouldn't take too long, and that's something that I'll be developing as the layout progresses. You can also see that the woodwork for the roads and the sort of slightly higher levels leading to the station has now been done, and you can see I've put some card sort of shapes. They are very rough, I know that, but they're there to just give an idea of the where the buildings will be for the main station of Limoges, so that I've got an idea of the scale of it. But there's plenty more work to do on this side of the layout, but this is something that I'm looking to develop in the next year. In reality, it's probably going to be at least 2 years before we see this being anywhere near completion, but there's some good progress to show there. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have never been on my channel before, I would really welcome you subscribing, liking the video, Tell me what you think about the layout. Really appreciate that. Some feedback's always good. And I will see you soon. I've got a few other updates that I'd like to do soon, and a few other videos that I'd like to do about various projects and things. So until then, we'll see you soon. Bye bye.